Hi everybody, Coach Pride, Del Pride, but everybody just calls me Coach Pride. We're going to work on the last volley series in our drills and hands combination. And that's using the forehand volley and the backhand volley. Now notice I'm left-handed. If you are right-handed, then you're going to use your right foot for that backhand volley. Let me see if I can get all these balls out of my way. There we go. Right foot is the right backhand volley. Left foot is the right forehand volley. If you're lefty like me, it's the other way around. But just remember, it's opposite foot for the forehand. It's the same foot that goes slightly forward for the backhand. So take a look at that footwork. It's just slightly forward. I like to call it like I'm surfing. I spent a little time in San Diego, loved it. But balance comes from a stance that's about shoulder width apart. And that's where you want to be when you're volleying. You don't want your feet close together. You don't want to be too far apart. You want to be somewhere where you're comfortable and you can move your weight forward and back. Once again, got a lot of balls. So if you've seen any of my videos for these wall drills, you'll know each ball represents a different speed. So we can do the same drill, but we can make it harder or easier for ourselves by the ball that we're using. Also by how close you get to the wall. The closer you get, the better the better your hands have to be, but also the softer your hands have to be. The further you get away from the wall, the more you're gonna have to touch that ball with a little bit more pop, all right? And you're gonna deal with more speed, which is tougher. We're gonna start off with the squishy fun foam ball, and just know that every drill can be used with each ball. So today we're gonna talk about using the forehand and the backhand, and you've seen me use my footwork on each one of these drills. And ideally, I would love to do that every time the ball came, to move my feet around and make sure that I'm using the right foot. Keeping your feet moving is a big part. But in this, we're gonna talk about the beginner. Somebody just trying to figure it out. I just wanna get the hands right, coach. So I'm gonna get in my comfortable stance about a little bit over shoulder width apart, and I'm gonna flip that racket from a forehand to a backhand. From a forehand to a backhand. Those of you that remember my eye-hand coordination drills, this is the drill that goes with the wall drill we're about to do. I call this my flip-flop. So I'm flipping the racket over, flopping it over. Same thing, here we go. So I've got my forehand and my backhand. And all I'm doing is turning that racket over. I'm gonna kind of get a little angle so everybody can see what I'm doing. Oh, there's my half volley. We talked about that too. If the ball hits the ground, come to me. There it is. All right, you want to try to, oh, hey, I lost my ball, coach. Keep using your racket. I'm going to encourage you to use your racket and not grab the ball. When you grab the ball, you stop the whole eye-hand coordination thing. Obviously, catching is grabbing, but tennis players use tennis rackets. So let's try to use our rackets to keep it going. Once again, hey, I've got my forehand, I've got my backhand. Hey, coach, your feet are not moving around anymore. Well, they could. All right, if they could move around, but obviously that's going to be another level. Hey, let's bring up the red ball. Let's make it a little bit faster, all right? So you get on your toes, you're going a little bit faster. Now you're going to have to really move your feet and control that ball. Obviously, each time, I'm trying to keep that ball very soft. Now, if I want to get better at it or make it harder for myself, I move back and I hit it with a little bit more force. If I want to make it easier, I come closer so I can see it, and I just use my hands. So any kind of footwork would be great, but I would love to get my feet involved. That's going to be a higher level. Now, on to the orange. We're at a ball now that's the same size as any ball you'd buy anywhere. But because look at that low compression. It's easier, but I have to concentrate more because it is smaller. Same thing. Using the forehand, using the backhand. When you get to these faster balls, you really want to try to work that footwork and get that racket turned around every single time. Notice how I'm hitting the ball straight forward. That's the trick to this, because if I create an angle, I'm going to lose that ball. So once again, we're in a situation where even though I'm using both sides, that contact is flat. If I try to use the side and I try to hit it at an angle, ball's gone. But I try to keep that racket steady and straightforward in a straight line, right where my body would be, is where I want that ball. If I keep that body, what have I got here? Green dot. If I keep that ball landing right about there, that's my goal, I can keep just moving my hands. That's it. Oh, there's my half volley. And I recommend that. Mix in the half volley either on purpose or just deal with it when you get it. Because the best thing to do is to not let that ball bounce and try to get that footwork right. And now you have somebody to play tennis with. Mr. Wall never misses. Best partner in the world. Hope to see you soon on the next video. Have a great day.